As we live, we're taking from the planet. In addition to the consumption of resources, the manufacture of goods that we use daily also causes pollution, bring even more harm to Mother Earth. Eventually, the damage we do to the planet will bring harm to ourselves. Here's a perfect example, the infamous industrial pollution of Taiwan's Alkali Industrial Corp's Anshan plant.
The senior in the picture whose right leg has been amputated is Miss Chen Han. Sadly, she passed away 6 years ago. Her husband says they never thought she would be poisoned from working at a chloroquine plant.
There were several toxins, including pentachlorophenol, which is a type of pesticide, and mercury. When ingested, our bodies simply cannot discharge these toxins.
By the time Miss Chen had passed away, both of her legs had already been amputated, and she had greenish ulcers all over her body, which stank.
A local grocery store owner Lin Xianzhong staggers as he walks. His hair is completely grey, but he's only 64 years old. He used to work in the packaging department of the same plant. The dioxin level in his body is 185 ppm, which is nearly 10 times the normal level of 19.7 ppm.
I can barely see. I suffer from arrhythmia. I pass out about 17 times in a day. I also need dialysis.
60 years ago, Taiwan Alkali Industrial Corp was manufacturing pesticides here for export. The company actually helped launch Taiwan's economy in the old days, but also illegally discharged toxic wastewater which contained mercury and dioxin. The monstrosity was not exposed until residents began to get sick and mutated fish were discovered.
We simply had no idea. We simply ate the fish we caught here, as we had always done. When we realized something was wrong, it was already too late.
Lu Ermen used to be a simple fishing community in Tainan, where residents fished for a living. But now all the town's rivers and ponds are quarantined thanks to man-made contamination.
Most of the people living here make their living off the waters. The reason why so many residents have grossly excessive dioxin levels is that they ate the fish they caught locally, so it is simply the effects of the food chain.
We must first deal with what has transpired before we continue with more development.
Sadly, this infamous incident is only one of the many industrial contaminations taking place in Taiwan. When toxic waste is dumped improperly, toxins contaminate the earth and water, which will eventually end up in our stomach. If we want to put an end to such tragedies, people must become more environmentally conscious and realize that everything we do has consequences.